hearings. The House is accordingly guided. Members at the bar, take the nearest seats. Member for Turkana, the nearest seat excludes sprinting across the floor. Member for Vihiga, what is your idea of the nearest seat? Yes, Honorable Otienda Mola.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in consideration of your communication, and it may not be in my place because my chairman is here, but I do not want to lose the moment. In respect of that, having forwarded the nominees to the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, Mr. Speaker, I was hoping that you'd give a further direction in view of events that have since occurred. Mr. Speaker, Chairman Murugara let us know, and we were notified of a court case that was subsequently filed and a stay that was issued, and that the matter is coming up again on 29th. And that, I believe, has put the committee in limbo and has not therefore undertaken what it ought to have undertaken. And yet, the wording of Section 8 of the Act you've just referred to appears mandatory within 14 days. And I think, Mr. Speaker, therefore, you may have to give further guidance to us and the House. One, as to whether, in view of the wording of that decision, the entire process is suspended until determined, or two, in any event, whether time then stops running from the time that order was issued so that the 14 days are extended, or three, whether, depending on the decision that is made on Thursday the 29th, within the time limited, that process can still be undertaken. I'm hoping, Mr. Speaker, you'll give the House further guidance. Thank you.
And four, if I can help you, whether a parliamentary process can be injuncted.
Indeed, that I had canvassed that within the first one. By saying whether in view of the nature of the orders given, the process can continue or be suspended. And I think that's the most fundamental one.
Absolutely, Senior Counsel, my mind is very clear. I'll give you direction tomorrow. And both yourself and the Honorable Murugara, and indeed your committee, may wish tomorrow after prayer breakfast, come to my chamber so that we can have some jurisprudential tete-a-tete. The second message, honorable members. Honorable Bashir, you look very mobile today. Can you take your seat? Thank you. Honorable members, the second message is also from His Excellency the President on nomination of persons for appointment as members of the National Police Service Commission. Honorable members, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 42, I wish to convey a message from His Excellency the President regarding the nomination of persons for appointment as members of the National Police Service Commission. In the message, honorable members, His Excellency the President conveys that in exercise of powers conferred on him by Article 246(2) and 252 of the Constitution and Section 6(5) of the National Police Service Commission Act, Cap 85, he has nominated the following persons for appointment as members of the National Police Service Commission and now seeks approval for appointment by this House. Ms. Paris Mudhoni Kimani, nominated pursuant to Article 246(2) of the Constitution, being a retired senior officer of the Kenya Police Service. Mr. Benjamin Juma Imai, nominated pursuant to Article 246(2) of the Constitution, being a retired senior officer of the Administration Police Service, APs. Professor Coletta A. Suda, PhD, nominated pursuant to Article 246(2)(3) of the Constitution, being a person of integrity who has served the public with distinction. Honorable
Akizungumza na mabalozi wa mataifa ya kigeni, Rais Ruto amesema kwamba mwaka 2024 chini ya uongozi wake miti milioni 750 ilipandwa.
This regard, I hereby refer the message from the President, together with the 700 selection panel and other testimonials of the nominees to the Department of Administration and Security for consideration. Honorable Members, Section 6(6) of the National Police Service Act, Cap. 85, provides that the relevant committee of the National Assembly shall consider the nominees and table a report in the House within 21 days. In this regard, the committee is expected to
Akizungumza na mabalozi wa mataifa ya kigeni, Rais Ruto amesema kwamba mwaka 2024 chini ya uongozi wake miti milioni 750 ilipandwa.
Upon conclusion of the hearings, the committee should table its report on or before Wednesday, 11th June 2025, to enable the House to consider the matter within the statutory timelines. Honorable members, the next message is a message from the Senate on approval of nominees for appointment to the board of the Central Bank. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 41(4), relating to messages from the Senate, I wish to report to the House that I have received a message from the Senate dated 7th May 2025 regarding the approval of nominees for appointment to the board of Central Bank of Kenya. The message conveys that by a resolution made on 7th May 2025, the Senate approved the appointment of the following persons as members of the board of Central Bank of Kenya: FCPA Sophie Moturi, CPA Abdullahi Mohamed Abdi, Ms. Beatrice Kosgei, and Mr. David Simpson Osawa Owor. Honorable members, you recall that the approval process for the nominees to the position of members of the Board of Central Bank of Kenya was jointly conducted by the respective committees of the Houses of Parliament. You will further recall that on 30th April 2025, the National Assembly approved the appointment of the nominees, and in this regard, the approval by the Senate now concludes the bicameral approval of the appointments, and the appointing authority has since been notified, and the House is accordingly guided. The last message, honorable members, is a message from the judiciary. Members at the bar, take the nearest seats. Musa Sirma, take the nearest seat. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, the message from the judiciary is on the nomination of persons for appointment as the chairperson and members of the Public Benefit Organizations Disputes Tribunal. Honorable members, I wish to report to the House that I have received a message from the Honorable Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya regarding the nomination of persons for appointment as chairperson and members of the Public Benefit Organizations Disputes Tribunal. In the message, the Honorable Chief Justice conveys that in accordance with the provision of Section 50 of the Public Benefits Organization Act 2013, she has appointed the following persons as chairperson and members of the Public Benefits Organizations Disputes Tribunal, and now seeks the approval of the National Assembly: Ms. Eunice Adoyo Otieno Arwa, chairperson; Ms. Christabel Mideva Eboso, member; Ms. Elizabeth Mbithe Mulwa, member; Dr. Leonard Kinyulus, member; and Mr. Mohammed Sheikh Noor, member. For clarity, honorable members, Section 50 of the Public Benefits Organization Act 2013 provides, and I quote, "There is hereby established a tribunal to be known as the Public Benefits Organizations Disputes Tribunal, which shall consist of members appointed by the Chief Justice and approved by the National Assembly as follows: a chairperson who shall be an advocate of the High Court of Kenya of not less than 7 years standing, 2 advocates of the High Court of not less than 5 years standing, 2 persons having such specialized skills or knowledge necessary for the discharge of the functions of the tribunal. Honourable members, Standing Order 45.1 provides that upon receipt of a notification of nomination for appointment to a state office or such other office, the nomination shall stand committed to the relevant departmental committee of the House for consideration. In this regard, I hereby refer the names together with the CVs and other testimonials of the nominees to the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs to undertake the necessary approval hearings. Honourable members, whereas the Public Benefits Organizations Act 2013 does not expressly provide for the timeline within which the House considers the respective nominees, Section 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7F, requires the committee to which nominations are referred shall consider the matter and table a report in the House for debate and decision within 28 days. In this regard, therefore, the committee is directed to expeditiously commence the approval process and notify the nominees and the